Hello, each and everything Scanbaits.
How you doing? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. You have a computer problem I can help you with?
Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry about
I
that.
forgot to turn the bypass on. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Welcome to our show. This is TAGOW Media Scam Pranks, and I'm CJ. Yeah,
What up?
welcome to our show. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I was super happy. So tell us a little bit about yourself, like how you got started in Scambaiting, how long you've been doing it, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. Well, yeah. There was one point in my life about a couple of years ago. I was really desperate. I fell for a lot of scams, unfortunately. One of the very first scams that I fell for personally, it was something called a Blink ATM scam. And it mostly dealt with the scammers that was in over there in Nigeria. So I was in a really bad place in my life at the time. I kept falling for it, just desperate. Then, thankfully I stopped falling for it. And then the one thing I learned from these scammers is that they don't care about you, okay? They just want your money, and they'll do anything they can get to get your hard-earned money, no matter what it takes. And the thing that motivates me in scam baiting is realizing that if I can keep a scammer on the phone as long as possible, I'm protecting a real victim in real time from potentially falling for these scams and having themselves ruined or their families destroyed by falling for these scams. But as far as when I started scam baiting, it was about like 2 months ago is when I started getting into it. And over time, I started getting the equipment, getting myself together just so I can keep these guys on the phone longer and then waste their time and just absolutely just piss them off, Because at the end of the day, that's my goal is to just piss them off, but at the same time not reveal. So that way, when they call a real victim by chance, the real victim will either hang up on them because the scammer will end up losing it thinking it's just another scam bait or not. And yeah, that's basically it right now.
Yeah, that's a great approach. Do you have any influences? Like, was there anyone that you looked up to that you kind of wanted to, that you liked their style and you wanted to have a similar style?
Yeah, right now it's Kid Boga right now.
I would have guessed that. Totally would have guessed that.
Yeah, Kid Boga is definitely, I feel like, one of the most entertaining scam baiters. He's really a very awesome actor. So I'll just cut to the chase. The biggest thing I want to know is why you went with Scanbaits instead of Scambaits.
All right, I gotcha. Everybody asks me that question, but well, the first reason is because I thought it would just be funny to just like stand out from everybody else who has scam baits in their title. So I thought it would be great for me to stand out. I just went with scan baits. All right. The second reason is because the irony of it, because like how the tech support scammers, the refund scammers, and all them, they run fake scams on your computers. They scan around your bank accounts. They scan around your computer, basically. And let me see. The third reason was because I had to scan around for numbers to call, technically. Like I scanned through Reddit, I scanned through Scammer Info, all these websites. So that's basically why I named it that, really.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you're right, it is different. It doesn't seem like though you have any trouble with the algorithm because you're growing really fast.
Yeah, it's just I'm just very happy to have people watching the videos and everything and being aware of the type of scams that are out there. So I just really wanted to contribute to educating everybody, really.
Yeah, awesome.
I mean, when I was binge watching all of your videos in the past few weeks, you've seen I've left comments and said, hey, I love your stuff. it seemed like like you've been doing this for at least posting for only about 2 months. And a few weeks ago, you went from like 300 views on a video to like 4,000. I mean, you got to be happy, right? I mean, to have over 1,000 subs within 2 months of posting, I mean, that's great. You have to be happy.
Yes, I definitely am happy. Like, I wasn't expecting to grow that fast,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us would have killed for 1,000, and it took us like a year, I think, CJ and I. But I mean, that's great that you're spreading awareness, and your channel's definitely growing, and hopefully it'll grow. You know, sky's the limit, right?
Right.
I mean, what's your plan? You're gonna obviously keep messing with these scumbags. You're posting quite frequently. You're gonna stay with it.
Oh, of course, because, well, like I said earlier, like, one of the things I try to keep doing this is making sure these scammers don't get to any real old people and ruin their families and ruin their lives, because it's like, if that was my grandma, if that was my grandpa, I'd want a scam beta to be there to keep them from getting scammed by a specific scam or scam,
Right.
For sure.
Now, how many calls? I mean, somebody in the chat asked, my video, there's, I don't know, I'm a little different. I'm more of like a prankster, a troller. I waste their time, but it still takes a lot of time to edit. And, you're on the phone with these guys all day long. I mean, does it take you more than a few times before you get the right one that you can post?
Yeah, it usually does. It takes time because it's like, some scammers, they'll realize you'll just be wasting their time and they'll just hang up on me and block me. Then I would have to keep going around searching for other numbers to call, because even if I do get one scammer, it's like sometimes I'll have audio issues and you won't be able to hear my voice, and I won't be able to upload the video. So it does happen sometimes.
Yeah, don't you hate that? You're like, that's the perfect content, and it just got ruined by something, like what you just said, like a mishap or an audio issue, or they hang right up. I can imagine.
Yeah, it really sucks, because I even got one video, it was over an hour long, and you can't hear me. It really sucks.
Oh, that's
we've had things on our show here where it's we're talking for a half hour and it's like great stuff, and then we're like, oh shit, nobody could hear us, we have to start over. It happens.
Yeah.
And that's all my fault, not CJ's.
Yeah, sure. We believe. That's nice of you to say, but we all know the truth.
But how long each day would you say you're putting into the fight against the war on scammers? I mean, is it a bunch of hours, or is it some days only? I mean, is it all different, sporadic, or do you think you dedicate a certain amount of hours a day?
I say I do at least like over 2 hours, because I really go to work 6 days a week, so I usually have to make my calls like really early in the morning. So I would have to start like at like 10 a.m. and then I can only keep on for about like till 12:30 or near 1 p.m. because usually I have to be at work every day like right before 1 p.m.
Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast?
East.
Or in the middle?
I'm on the East Coast.
East Coast, okay. Yeah, just like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're East Coasters.
Good. I was just I was feeling bad if it was like 5 o'clock in the morning and you were like waking up that early and then going to work and then dealing with scambaiters, or I mean not scambaiters, scammers.
Scambaiters.
Well, yeah, sometimes that can happen too. But
yeah, actually I have a call.
That's true.
Oh, so actually I have a call.
Have you done any collabs with anybody else?
No, not yet. I had Dan Gleeboss. He texted me about a collab one time, so I'm thinking about doing that. But I was doing another call one time, and the scammers, they connected me with another scam beta. It was really funny. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna release that video though, edit it though.
Was it anyone like with a channel, or just some like a not amateur, but like what's the word? Not amateur, but like
is Like just somebody who's aware that's messing with them, right?
Yeah, like hobbyist as opposed to a full-time baiter or something. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, like I don't know if he had a channel or not, but me and him talked for a little bit. I guess he was just a beta without a YouTube channel, but it was really funny because this call, the scammers, they couldn't block me because it was like one of those call centers where you had to press three or the dial pad to connect to somebody, and so they couldn't block me. So I just kept calling them over and over and over again.
That sounds awesome. Jake loves those ones where you can call them over and over again.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. I mean, each call's about 10 to 30 seconds long. You pray that you're not getting blocked right away. And so I love those ones that each and everything was just talking about, like where you have to enter in the three or whatever. Because yeah, you don't get blocked. But I mean, yesterday I didn't get blocked right away. On an 802 area code or Hawaii area code 808, I forgot. But I mean, they were just so stupid. Sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah.
But it's all different. But I love those conferences you're talking about. I mean, that's happened to me where all of a sudden you call and you know that they're triggered because there's so many people that are just messing with these idiots. As soon as they say, as soon as you hear that little bloop, you're conferenced in with like three or four other people that are just screaming and yelling. You can get some of the greatest calls from meeting other scam baiters with conferences.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep, and of course I tell everyone to sub to me and you. So I'm like, gotta go, guys. Make sure you sub the C-Chain take.
Yeah, I love that. I hope you get conference more.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, have you done any do you do anything with kind of like investigative side? Like you're like, looking up their IP addresses, trying to get bank accounts or anything, or are you just more focusing on the time wasting?
Right now it's the time wasting. Now I have tried get the IP address and all that, but I haven't been able to figure out how to use Wireshark to get the IP address because it's like different IP addresses coming from my host machine, the virtual machine, and outgoing IP address. So I couldn't figure out which one was their IP.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that somebody can help you with that. You just have to ask around.
Okay, I got you.
That's a good thing about Scambaiting is whatever you want to do, like somebody's probably done it before, so you just ask around and we can find someone that can help you do it,
Right.
But yeah, what I really enjoy investigating, I think it's a super fun part of Scambaiting. I haven't been doing it as much lately, but it's a really fun part of doing it. And my advice always, I wish when I had started investigating getting bank accounts, I had kept better records because it would have been great, one, to go back and say oh, I got this exact bank account from this person on this date. There must be a connection. But I didn't do that. I'm still not doing it to the best of my ability. So I'll definitely, that would just be one advice I would give to people is if you do start kind of getting some stuff or even numbers, it's really good to track them, but I'm super bad at doing it.
Yeah, I understand. I got you. But usually don't those be like money mules most of the time?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, they're usually going to be money mules in America. Some of them are going to be victims, using victim accounts, and they're tricking. The victims are still being tricked. And then some people, it's career money mules. They're hired to be a money mule. They know they're probably doing something sketchy. Thank you so much, Blue. Thank you so much. But people don't care because they get paid a lot.
Wow, that's terrible.
But yeah, so that would be something good to do. Yeah, I'm not saying there's no rules in Scambaiting. Nobody should ever tell anyone else how to Scambait. But it's just something I wish I had done when I started. So that's why I'm just passing it along to you. Like, it's a slight regret I have that I didn't keep better records, you know?
Right.
Um, so, so what other future plans do you have?
I say over time, I just want to I want to be like Pierogi, able to get into scammers' computers, see their side of things, and then just infiltrate like the call center virtually as far as that goes, and just release info to the public about how more in depth they run these scams.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's definitely awesome goals because Pierogi does a lot of amazing things. So, you could definitely get there. Just learn one thing at a time. That's how you do it. And the other thing about long baits is you can kind of build relationships with scammers, and that really helps you long term. Because then if you need an insider, you have that relationship there. You can send somebody in.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Wow.
Anyway, I'm really sorry about my internet. I know it's super annoying. I don't know if you heard each and everything, but I'm actually in India right now using hotel Wi-Fi. So it's kind of slow. It keeps dropping.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. How is it over there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I said, how is it over there?
Oh, it's super beautiful. I don't like the bathrooms or the heat. Other than that, it's super beautiful.
Oh, nice.
But you should definitely come over and visit.
In the summer.
Yeah. So, do you have any plans to stream your face? Are you gonna be like Jim and kind of remain anonymous?
I thought about it, but I don't know yet. I mean, if I ever get like a webcam, then I'd like to set up kind of like how Kid Boga has his green screen, he has the animated background and all that. But if I ever do like reveal my face, then I want it to be like that. But as far as right now, no. But for the future, maybe.
Yeah, I can totally understand that, especially because it adds another layer to your streaming that can be awkward. Do you ever live stream or do you just post right now?
Right now, I'm just posting. I never live streamed yet.
Are you there? Did we lose you?
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Like I said, I have bad internet, so it wouldn't be your fault.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can't hear you too good, but it could be my internet.
It's with a few people the other Discord, and one person kept coming through like R2D2, and the other three were fine. And I don't know if it's because of where I sit. I mean, so it could be our fault because it's the internet. Even though that I'm clear and I can hear CJ, it still might be our fault.
Yeah, I'm not trying to throw shade, guys, but I'm using Ethernet. I'm just connected directly to my router.
Oh, okay. Well, I totally understand that. It's really hard to. I find it really hard to stream your face because it just adds a whole another thing you have to think about. Like, you have to think about like when I stream, I'm like taking notes or like something like that, or maybe even eating, and you can't do any of that if you're showing your face, or you can do it, but it makes it more awkward. So,
Right.
but I think that's a good goal for you.
Yeah, I would just have to
Yeah,
think about
just have
it.
to think about it.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely can. Well, again, I'm super sorry about the internet. Like I'm having major internet speed here, y'all. I'm really sorry. Take, was there anything else? Did you have any other questions?
No, I mean, we appreciate what you're doing. I'm a big fan. I watch your stuff all the time. I always try to comment. Sometimes I don't, but I always definitely watch it so you get the views. I'm assuming since you're new, I mean, although you're killing it in views on the last couple videos, you might not be close to the 4,000 hours, but we'll get you there. Just because I don't know if you have plans to monetize or not. But we're definitely here to help. No one really, a few people did help DJ and I in the beginning, but now we have big names helping us. So it's nice to be able to give back to the newer baiters. Please just keep doing what you're doing. I'm a big fan, so I'm selfish. So that's why I love doing this show. We get to talk with new and interesting people to the community. So yeah, just keep posting, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, of course, I plan to continue this because, one thing I always say is great legacies always start small, and having your support, everybody's support behind me to protect people is just what I need because, the only way we can make a difference is if we do this together. Because, like, if the
Absolutely.
scammers can band together and steal all this money from all these people, then we can all come together and protect these people's money and their families too. Just like how Pierogi made the People's Call Center, like, I think that's pretty cool, like having an anti-scam call center to intercept the scammers, like, that's amazing right there. Like, that's progress right there to stop scams once and for all.
Yep.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Well said. Well, we're all about camaraderie here, so feel free to let us know if you need anything. And we'll definitely have you back on in the future when I don't have such internet problems. I'm really sorry, but I'm super glad that everyone got to meet you today. If they hadn't checked your channel out, I'm sure they will be checking it out now.
Yep. I just posted the link. Although your name is not in the in your link, but I want everyone to realize that when I'm posting links, I'm only posting yours right now. So every people can click on it and go show each and everything some love.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. I
All right.
really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you waking up and hanging out with us.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
for sure. And sorry again about my internet. I really apologize, but it was super great having you. And we'll have you again on in the future when I'm back in America, and then it'll be a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that.
Okay, great. Well,
All right, bro.
go to your channel and watch a video later, and thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Stay safe out here.
Yeah, later,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Bye.
That was amazing.